Hey guys, I'm Kate Simsley. Welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm glad you're back. And if you're new, welcome in. Today we're in Sequoia and we're going to build like a seaside villa for a small family. This villa has 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. It also has like a home gym and some patio space. So there is lots of room. You could easily make this 3 bedrooms or even 4 if you really wanted to. But I set it up as a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, and you're gonna watch it come together. You're probably gonna notice that like the fencing is different on the patios than it is on the stairs. I think I changed it. Can't remember, to be honest. It's been a few days since I built this. It's been a rough go lately. And I'm just trying to gather myself and get organized. But this one came out. I love it. It's beautiful, and hopefully you will too. If you enjoyed this, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Helps me out, and it just really makes me happy, and I need that right now. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, as there are more builds, and they are edited. I just have to do voiceovers. I've just been struggling. I had told you guys before that my son was sick. My little guy was sick. But he's gotten better, kinda. He seems better, but he's having some stomach issues. Aside from that, he is going for surgery this Thursday. He's having his tonsils and adenoids removed, which normally it's not a huge deal. Like, to me, I was like, okay, not a big deal. I had mine out. Like, he'll be fine. But because he can't talk, I guess it becomes a much bigger deal when he can't express to you what is wrong or if something hurts, and he can't listen to instructions and not do the things you're supposed to do. So it becomes a little complex. So we're preparing for that. Aside from that, everything's just been mundane and boring. Yesterday was Mother's Day. And I totally forgot to call my mom and say Happy Mother's Day because I'm super rude. But my day was very hectic yesterday, and I just forgot. So I'm going to call her today, obviously. And yeah, other than that, nothing. I had a very laid-back, mundane Mother's Day. It was really nothing. I don't really know what to say. But yeah, aside from that, it's kind of been hectic, but I did manage to get this build edited, and I'm doing the voiceover now for you to see. And like I said, I love the way this came out. It's very bright and minimal and airy. In my mind, I was thinking it was probably like a rental. Like, you wouldn't live here. You could. It's got everything you need to live here. But I was thinking it's a rental, so I didn't put a whole bunch of personality in here. I did create 2 bedrooms. So one of them is the master, and it's on the very upper floor. It has its own bathroom. And then I also created a bedroom on the 2nd floor, and it has 2 twin beds. Then that's where the gym also is on the 2nd floor, but the stairs at the side, as they lead to the gym. So you can get to the gym either from in the house or from outside. I don't know. I was thinking that maybe if you do live here, maybe you were a yoga instructor or something, and so you could hold yoga classes in there. I did put a treadmill and a yoga mat, but you could easily just remove the treadmill and add more yoga mats, and it would work perfectly fine for you. So that was my train of thought on this, but I don't have a whole lot to say about it. You're going to watch it come together. I cut out a lot of footage just to keep it minimal and make it not too long for you. It still is about 20 minutes, but that's with screenshots and everything, and I think it's fine. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Do you know what I learned the other day? Actually, I've got something to say. I learned the craziest thing. Do you know that Canada and Denmark are neighbors? Like, we're literally neighbors. We share a land border. Which, okay, if you know what a map looks like, that's really weird because Denmark is across the ocean and it's not attached to us. But now it is. So, way up north, like by Alert, Canada, which is like way up north, there is this tiny little island. And it is like a little chunk of rock that, because all the ice is melted, it is now protruding from the ocean. And originally, like Greenland, I guess, which is part of Denmark apparently, or something like that. I don't know how it works. But anyway, they had claimed it, but so did Canada. They're like, no, that's ours. You know what I mean? Like, it's right by us. We've got other islands there. Like, it's ours. But it's in this little passage of the ocean. And so, for 50 years, I kid you not, 50 years, Denmark and Canada kind of had this running joke. And what we'd do is we shared this little island. And so, Canadian people would go out there, like the army people, whatever they're called, the Navy, something like that, I guess. They would go out there and they'd raise the Canadian flag and they would leave a bottle of Canadian Club whiskey, right? Well, then later on, the Denmark people would come out, they'd take down the Canadian flag, fold it up very neatly, put it away, and they would raise the Denmark flag and they would leave schnapps. And so this went on literally for 50 years. I'm not kidding. 50 years, Canada and Denmark would go back and forth and they'd take down each other's flags and leave a bottle for each other. And I thought that was the cutest thing ever. However, when the Russia Ukraine event began, I'm going to call it an event, it's a war and it's terrible. When it began, Canada and Denmark, I guess, got together and they're like, hey, we need to set an example that things can be handled without conflict. Like, this is crazy. And so they did. They sat down, they got together, and they decided to just split this island in half. So Canada and Denmark now share a land border because we split the island right down the middle, and we are neighbors with Denmark. And I thought that was super cool because I really love Denmark. I think that if I was going to move somewhere, it would probably be at the top of my list of places I would want to go because they seem a lot like us, and they're friendly, and they're not crazy. And the neighbors I have right now, America, no offense, are a little offside. But I think Denmark would be great, and now we're technically neighbors. So I thought I'd share that with you because I thought it was super, super cute. I just thought that it was so funny how we just would go take down the flag, fold it up neatly. Like they literally, both sides would fold this flag very neatly and put it in a little, I don't know, a trunk or a case or something, and then put up there to leave a bottle. I thought it was the cutest thing. It actually, if you look it up, it's called the Whiskey War, and it went on for 50 years. Like, that's so funny. But it came to a peaceful end. Yeah. Denmark is one of the places that, like, is on my list of places I want to see in my lifetime. I have quite a few. Most of them are warm places, but there are many places in, like, Europe and Asia and stuff that I would love to visit. I would love to do, like, a Europe tour. You know, like, you go there, you stay in hostels, you travel a whole area all at once. I think that'd be really fun. Africa is another one on my list just because it's really cool and there's some cool animals and I will probably die. So if you hear that I'm going to Africa, just know that I love you all because I'll be dead. I know for a fact that I will probably get eaten by a hippo or a lion or something because they're really cute and I love them and I would want to pet them. And I know I can't, but I would do something dumb and they would eat me and it would be over. But I would love to go there because it looks amazing. Like it's just so foreign to me. Like obviously I live in Canada. We don't have lions or hippos. It would be cool if we did. I'm kind of glad we don't, not gonna lie. We don't have them. We do, however, have moose and we have beavers and we have Canadian geese, which are just as mean as hippos, so I'm sure that I would be fine. I'm not sure, actually. I think that it would be awful. I've never actually been attacked by a goose. I hear people all the time talking about how the gooses are evil. Gooses, geese. Gooses? Geese. It's geese. How geese are evil. I've never had that issue. In fact, where I live, like downtown where I live, we have like a big pond in the center of town and it's tons of goose and ducks and whatever are there. And I always used to hang out there. We'd sit there and chill out. When my son was little, I used to take him there and we'd feed them. And I've never had a problem, ever. But a lot of people just randomly get attacked by gooses. Gooses. And yeah, I've never had that issue. They seem to like me and I like them and we're fine. I'm not scared of them and I really don't think they're scared of anything. So yeah, there's that. But we don't have any really cool animals. Like I know like way up north we've got like polar bears and whatnot. Never seen one. I've never even seen a moose, to be honest with you. They're way up north too. But yeah, we do have nothing. No cool animals. Which is weird to me. Like I think of China. China has like panda bears. That's like their animal. And China's weather in some places is literally the same as Canada. So why do they get the cool animals and we don't? Like why don't we have them? I don't get it. Like if I brought a panda here and just let it go, would it live? I guess not because I don't have bamboo. Maybe that's why they're in China. We don't have bamboo in Canada that I know of. I'm sure we probably do somewhere. I don't know. But I don't think we do. But that's what they eat and we don't have that. So maybe that's why we don't have them. But like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Same with tigers. Like we don't, Russia has tigers, China has tigers. Like they all have tigers. We don't have tigers. Maybe we did once upon a time. I'm not sure. I don't know the history of these animals. I just find it really weird that, yeah, we don't have anything cool. I mean, moose are cool. Don't get me wrong. They're huge. Like I could literally drive my car under one of them apparently. Like I said, I've never seen one. We do have a lot of deer. I've seen deer. They're everywhere. Well, they're not everywhere all the time, but like you do see them quite regularly. But yeah, I don't know. I just want some cool animals. So if I ever go to Africa, I'm dead. Like literally dead. But yeah, anywhere warm, I think I would like. The one place I don't really, no offense, have a desire to visit is the US. Like, I've been to Chicago. I went there on a trip once and it was okay. Like, I had a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, I was young. I had a lot of fun. But, yeah, I don't know. No offense. And maybe it's a stereotype, but there are a lot of really ignorant Americans. And with the political climate right now in America, I don't feel the need to ever be there. And it's not interesting. I think I want to see something different. If I liked cold, which I do not at all, hot is my thing. The hotter the better. But if I did like cold, I think Antarctica would be a really cool place to visit. Like, it's a place where like people have never been. You know what I mean? Like, it's not somewhere people go. Like, nowadays, it's getting to be a little more normal for people to go on, like, I don't know, cruises and stuff. But I think it would be really cool to, like, actually go somewhere where humans just don't. I think that'd be neat. But, yeah, I don't like the cold, so Antarctica out. Not even here for that. I literally can't do it. I can't. Even in Canada, like where I live in southern Ontario, and it's pretty freaking warm for most of the year, but it gets cold, and even when it's like not freezing, I can't. I'm done. Like even right now, I think we're at like 16 degrees, like Celsius, positive 16 degrees. Like it's warm, but it's not hot enough for me. When it gets to like 30 and 40, that's with the human X. Obviously, it's not like just like 30, but it's like, it'll be like 24, and then with the human X, it's like 32 or something. I'm happy. I'm outside. I'm enjoying it. All my neighbors stare at the windows and they probably think I'm crazy, but I love the heat. I'm just here for it. And the humidity. I love it. I think I'd do really well in like a tropical area or like Cuba or I don't know, anywhere warm, anywhere that's not cold because I'm so sick of it. But yeah, I don't know. I just, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but it started out with the animals and I just went on a tangent. Anyway, you saw there that we did the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room. It all came together really quick. And yeah, we're going to move upstairs. But I really like the way that it's all very open. I didn't want to leave it completely open, but I did relatively leave it open. The dining room and living room are obviously very open to each other. They're all in one space. The kitchen is closed off, kind of, but it's not really. And I like that. I think that it flows nicely. And if you're in the kitchen cooking, like in real life, you'd be able to chat with your company or your family or whatever. But there is not a whole ton of space in here. And I did move the living room around like 26 times. You saw some of it, but I cut a lot out. But I'm happy with the way it came out. On the outside, so on this patio downstairs, on that patio downstairs, because now we're upstairs, I end up just putting 2 benches. There's not a whole lot out there. I've got the garden off to the, I guess if you're looking at the house, it's the right-hand side. And yeah, that's it. Nothing major down there. Up here on the second floor, I don't show it, but I make a patio out here as well, and I just put a telescope. I think I put a bench and an easel. But this is where we have the bedroom, which has 2 twin beds. And then we have a bathroom, another bathroom. And we have our gym, which is off to the side at the stairs on the side of the house. It leads up to the gym. And like I said, I just put a treadmill and a yoga mat. You're going to see I create like a mirror. I put the wall mirror. It's like 3 mirrors together. I put that on and I use the cottage living beams to like frame the mirror just above and below. And I think it looks cute. And I'm happy with it. But yeah, it came together. It was really easy, actually. This house came together pretty good. It came together quick. I just cut out like footage of me like flipping around because when I finally got up to the top floor where the master bedroom is, I like decided to change a bunch of things. And so it was a lot of footage of me like taking down walls and putting them back up because it didn't work. I had a thought and it just went right to heck. It did not work at all. And so I did cut most of that out and I just kind of made it look like it all came together easily. And it really did, except the top floor. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, so I don't really know. I've been doing nothing. I've been watching a lot of videos that like compare America and Canada because a lot of times, okay, if you've never been to either of these places, they lump us together, but we are very, very different in many ways. Many, many ways. And like, if you come to Canada and you call us American, we're going to be a bit offended. I'm not going to lie, because we're not like them. Like, we're really not. It's not personal. They're lovely. But there are many things that make us different. Our politics are different. Our healthcare system is definitely different. Like, I don't have to think about whether I have the money to go to the doctor or whether or not I'm going to die. Like, if I moved to America, literally, you guys, I would be dead. My son would be dead. We'd all be dead because it's crazy expensive. And if you don't have the money, you're kind of screwed. Here in Canada, it's not like that. Thank God we have universal healthcare. And actually, I'm in Ontario, so like we don't pay anything ever. Out west and stuff, you do pay. You pay like a monthly amount. But if you can't pay, like if you're low income or something, then they do have programs to help you. But in the States, I've heard that you have to be low income to get coverage. And then even if you are, then the care and the wait times and stuff are different, which obviously that makes sense because it's run like a business there, where here it's just how it is. Like no one pays, the government pays, it's fine. We're really different. Like we're not as, I guess, ethnocentric is what I want to say. Don't get me wrong. Not all Americans are like that. I know a lot of Americans and they're very lovely people. I think our ideologies as a whole, like as a country, are very different in some ways. Now, I know a lot of them are stereotypes. Like, I know not all Americans love guns. They're not all gun-toting, I don't know, plaid shirt, crazy bandana-wearing cowboys. But I think that in Canada, like, we have guns. Don't get me wrong. We can totally get guns. But in Canada, it's not a right. It's an earned right. Does that make sense? Like, there's a lot of things about us that are different. And I've been watching so many videos where they're comparing us, and people, like, a lot of times just bring up complete stereotypes. And I understand they're stereotypes, but there is a grain of truth to them. And I've been kind of thinking about that a lot lately. And so I was kind of curious, like, if anybody has like, I know there are stereotypes about Canada. Everybody thinks we, like, talk funny and we say A all the time. And like, don't be wrong, some of us talk funny, and I say A, like I really do, eh? I say it sometimes, but it's not like on TV shows. They portray us as like trailer park dummies who don't know anything. It's kind of annoying. But I guess I was just curious if you have opinions about Canadians or even Americans. I would love to hear them in the comments below. Also, what you think of this house, because, you know, that's why we're all here. But yeah, I'm curious, like, everybody thinks we're really polite. And, like, we can be polite, but we're polite out of necessity, not because we're polite. Like, it's just common courtesy to be polite, and we can be very impolite when we have to be. So that I know is one stereotype. Same with the A thing, and that we all talk funny. We also do not all speak French. Like, we do learn French at some point in school. Every Canadian learns some French. Can I hold a conversation in French? Absolutely not. But we do learn the basics, and as soon as we're done school, we forget it all. So there is that. But I'm curious if you guys think or have heard anything. Don't worry, you won't offend me. I don't really care, to be honest with you. But like, I am curious what people think of us, because it's interesting to me, especially when it comes to like our relationship to the States, because we are very close. We're obviously neighbors. We're connected. We've been allies for a very long time. With that said, we've had our disagreements, our battles, and yeah, it's kind of been a mess at times. We do get along rather well, and I do know that we get compared to them a lot. However, we are very different, and I would just love to know if you guys have any thoughts on that, and yeah, just what they are. Besides that, I keep pausing because I keep sneezing this morning. I don't know what is going on. Like, I'm sneezing like crazy, and it's driving me nuts. Don't know why. Maybe allergies, not sure. So I keep pausing, and maybe this is really choppy, not sure. But we did the master bedroom, and we're moving on to do the bathroom here. I literally just put a tub and a sink in this bathroom up here. I think it's cute. It's really big, huge windows. Good thing you don't have neighbors staring in at you, because that'd be super uncomfortable. But you know, this is The Sims. It's fine. Other than that, I've got nothing. We're going to move out onto the patio. Up here, we just put 2 patio chairs and a little drink cart before first we're going to finish up the master bedroom. Then we're going to do the patio, and then we're going to move on and do the garden, and that is about it. And we'll jump into screenshots. So I'm going to play music for you. You can watch the end of this. It's literally like a minute, maybe 2, not even. I'll play music. I'll let you watch it. We'll jump into screenshots. Like I said, give this video a thumbs up, a like, helps me out, makes me happy. And subscribe to the channel as there are more builds to come. I say this all the time and I'm very inconsistent and I apologize. But there really are more. There's some really fun ones coming. I just have to, I don't know, get my ass together and get it done. But I'm a mess, so yeah. Anyway, I'm going to play music, enjoy this, and I will see you in the next one. You can get this on the gallery. Best way to find me or any of my builds on the gallery and online is by searching at the hashtag K8Simsley, which I will put information in the description below for you in case you forget. But have yourself a simtacular day. We're going to jump outside in a minute, and then I'll see you in the next one. Bye!